out of prison into a halfway house. And the very first thing he did was break his 6-year silence on the night King Von was killed. He went deep, talking out-of-body experience, claiming he was hit first, and standing firm on his version of that fatal Atlanta night. And then Big Mike from O'Block heard it, and he went off. No filter. No holding back. Raw pain, loyalty, and straight street truth came pouring out as Big Mike reacted to Quando's words. The same words that have King Von fans raging and the entire drill world picking sides again. Is Quando really telling the truth after all these years? Or is this his last attempt to clear his name now that he's tasting freedom? Big Mike's reaction just poured gasoline on a fire that never really died. Old wounds are wide open. Emotions are running hotter than ever. Von's legacy is back in the spotlight, and the O is watching. This is not just another interview. This is personal. This is painful. This is the moment the whole culture has been waiting for. What did Big Mike really say? What did Quando reveal? And why is this hitting so different right now? Buckle up, because this one is about to get extremely emotional and very messy. Yo, let's get straight into this because the streets are on fire once again and the timing couldn't be more perfect or more painful. Quando Rondo finally stepped out of federal prison into a halfway house in Atlanta, and instead of staying quiet and enjoying his first taste of freedom, he did the one thing everybody was waiting for. He broke his 6-year silence on the night King Von was murdered. And the way he spoke? It lit a fuse that has the entire drill world exploding right now. In his new interview, Quando went deep. He described that fatal night outside the Monaco hookah lounge in Atlanta like he was reliving it all over again. It was like I had an out-of-body experience, he said, voice steady but heavy. He claimed he was hit first without warning, that he tried to step aside, and that everything spiraled out of control in seconds. No apologies. No changing his story. Just a man who sat in a cell for years finally saying his piece. But the second those words hit the internet, Big Mike from O'Block went off. Big Mike didn't hold back. He came through raw, emotional, and straight from the heart. In his reaction video, you could see the pain in his eyes as he addressed Quando's comments. Man, after all these years, you still saying the same thing? Big Mike said, voice rising with every word. Von was my brother. We lost a real one. And you out here still painting the picture like it was just some regular night? Nah, that ain't sitting right with me. The reaction was immediate and explosive. King Von fans went absolutely crazy in the comments. Thousands of people flooding every post with fire emojis, old Von clips, and pure rage. Big Mike speaking for all of us, one fan wrote. Another said, Quando waited until he was out to run his mouth again? Crazy. Emotions ran high as old wounds that never fully healed got ripped wide open once more. This isn't just another interview. This is personal. This is painful. This is the moment the culture has been dreading and waiting for at the same time. 6 years after that tragic night in Atlanta, Quando Rondo is finally giving the most detailed account he's ever given. And Big Mike, as one of the strongest voices left from O'Block, is not letting it slide. Let's rewind so you understand why this hits so different. November 6th, 2020. Monaco hookah lounge parking lot. Two groups cross paths. What started as a confrontation turned deadly in seconds. King Von, the rising superstar with the world at his feet, was shot and later passed away at just 26 years old. Lul Tim, a close associate of Quando, was the one who pulled the trigger. Charges against him were eventually dropped under Georgia's Stand Your Ground law. But for Von's people, that legal outcome never brought peace. It only brought more anger. Now fast forward to June 2026. Quando Rondo is in a halfway house, breathing somewhat free air, and decides this is the moment to speak. Not just speak, but speak in detail. He described seeing the group approaching, trying to let them pass, then suddenly being hit. Boom bam, he said. Then the out-of-body moment. The chaos. The gunshots. The loss of control. He stuck to his self-defense narrative, but delivered it with a calm that only someone who spent years locked up could have. Big Mike wasn't having it. In his reaction, he got visibly heated. You had 6 years to think about it, bro. 6 years. And you still coming with the same energy. He spoke about loyalty, about what Vaughn meant to the O, about how the family still feels that loss every single day. His voice cracked at one point, real emotion from a man who's lost brothers and is still standing on business. The fans are completely split. Vaughn supporters are calling Quando disrespectful for speaking now that he's out. Quando supporters are saying he has every right to tell his side after years of being painted as the villain. The comment sections are pure war. Old diss tracks are trending again. Old interviews are being clipped and reposted. The drama is at an all-time high. This situation has massive personal stakes for everyone. For Big Mike, it's about protecting Vaughn's legacy and honoring the dead. For Quando, it's about clearing his name and moving forward with his career now that he's tasting freedom. For Vaughn's mother Tasha and the rest of the family, it's another reminder of the son and brother they lost too soon. For Lil Durk, who is still locked up fighting his own federal case connected to this whole situation, it's more fuel being thrown on an already raging fire. The timing makes it even spicier. Quando waited until he was in a halfway house to speak this openly. Some people are calling it strategic. Others are saying it's genuine. But one thing is undeniable. His words have shaken the game and brought Big Mike out swinging. This is only the beginning of what's about to unfold. The reactions are pouring in. The debates are getting louder. And the streets are watching every single word. Because the moment Big Mike opened his mouth, the entire drill scene felt the earthquake. This wasn't just a casual reaction. This was a man who lost a brother speaking from deep pain, loyalty, and years of built-up frustration. Big Mike sat in front of the camera, eyes intense, voice rising with every sentence. Quando, you waited until you touched down in that halfway house to run all this? 6 years, bro. 6 whole years you've been quiet, and now you want to paint the picture like Vaughn just walked up on you for no reason. He shook his head, clearly emotional. We lost a real one. A superstar. A father. A son. And you still telling the same story like it was self-defense from jump? Man, that's crazy to me. His words spread like wildfire across every platform. Within hours, the clip was sitting at millions of views. King Vaughn fans flooded the comments with pure rage and heartbreak. Big Mike said what we all been thinking. One viral comment read. Another wrote, Quando had years to stay quiet, but chose the moment he got some freedom to speak. Timing suspicious as hell. Emotions ran extremely high as old footage of Vaughn and Big Mike together resurfaced, reminding everyone how close they really were. But it wasn't just Big Mike reacting. The whole O-Block and OTF community felt triggered. People close to the situation started speaking out anonymously, saying things like, Vaughn initiated the confrontation? That's how y'all still spinning it. The pain in their voices was real. For them, this isn't ancient history. It's a daily reminder of the brother they lost at the peak of his career. Vaughn was on the verge of superstardom. Welcome to O-Block had just dropped. The Crazy Story series had the world hooked. And then it was all gone in one chaotic Atlanta night. Quando Rondo, sitting in that halfway house, knew exactly what he was doing by speaking now. He described the night with calm detail, seeing the group approach, trying to let them pass, then suddenly being hit. Boom bam, he said. Then the out-of-body experience. He maintained he never fired a shot and that Lul Tim acted to protect him. He even expressed some level of regret over the loss of life, but refused to back down from his version of events. This new interview created multiple dramatic twists. First, it brought the 2020 tragedy back to the front page after years of it simmering in the background. Second, it forced Big Mike and other O-Block voices to respond publicly, reopening old wounds. Third, it happened right when Lil Durk is fighting his federal murder-for-hire case, the very case built on retaliation for Vaughn's death. The timing feels dangerous. Fans are asking, is Quando trying to get ahead of the narrative before Durk's trial heats up? Or is this genuine closure for him? The family drama running underneath all of this is heavy. King Vaughn's mother, Tasha Bennett, has stayed relatively quiet, but those close to her say she's hurt every time this topic resurfaces. She lost her son. She's watched his killer's charges get dropped. And now she has to see Quando speaking freely while her son's voice was silenced forever. On the other side, Quando's family is also exhausted, tired of their son being painted as the villain when he wasn't even the shooter. Big Mike didn't stop at one reaction. In follow-up clips, he got even more passionate. "You'll want us to just forget?" Vaughn had kids. He had dreams. He had a whole future. And because of that night, none of it happened. So nah, we not just gonna sit back and let the story get rewritten. His loyalty to Vaughn was loud and clear. It reminded everyone why O Block moves the way it does. They protect their own, dead or alive. The fan reactions have been insane. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube comments, everywhere is a battlefield. One side is praising Quando for finally speaking his truth after years of pressure. The other side is calling him disrespectful and tone-deaf for choosing this moment to talk. Old diss tracks are trending again. Took Her to the O has millions of new streams. People are dissecting every word from both sides like it's a court case. This whole situation has massive personal stakes. For Big Mike, it's about defending his brother's name and legacy. For Quando, it's about clearing his conscience and trying to move forward with his career now that he has a second chance at freedom. For Lil Durk, locked up and fighting for his life, every new headline linking him to this old beef makes his trial look more difficult. His lawyers must be stressed watching this unfold in real time. The drama keeps building with new layers. Some insiders claim Quando's interview was strategically timed to humanize himself before any new developments in Durk's case. Others believe it's part of his redemption arc after converting to Islam and dropping his flag. Whatever the reason, one thing is certain: his words have shaken the foundation of one of hip-hop's most painful stories. Because this situation has now gone far beyond just two men speaking their truth, it has become a full-blown cultural earthquake that is shaking the foundations of loyalty, grief, and street code in 2026. Big Mike's fiery reaction wasn't just commentary. It was a declaration. A man from O Block standing tall and refusing to let the narrative shift even 6 years later. His words carried the weight of every loss the block has suffered, and when he said we lost a real one, you could feel the pain through the screen. Quando Rondo, sitting in that halfway house, must have known exactly what kind of storm his interview would create. Yet he still chose to speak in detail. He described the chaos of that Atlanta night with a calmness that only comes from years of reflection in a cell. He painted himself as the one who tried to de-escalate, who got hit first, and who experienced an out-of-body moment when the shooting started. He never claimed to be the shooter. He never celebrated the outcome. But he also never backed down from his version, and that refusal to bend is exactly what lit the fuse under Big Mike and thousands of Vaughn supporters. The reactions across the culture have been explosive. King Von fans are calling Quando disrespectful for choosing the moment he tasted freedom to speak so openly. He waited until he was safe to run his mouth, one viral comment read. Others are saying he's still hiding behind self-defense when the surveillance footage tells a different story. On the flip side, Quando supporters argue he has every right to clear his name after years of being villainized. The divide is massive. Comment sections are war zones. Old diss tracks are breaking streaming records again. The algorithm is feeding the fire, pushing Vaughn and Quando content to millions. This drama has created multiple painful layers. For Big Mike, it's personal. He lost a brother, a friend, and a visionary in Vaughn. Watching someone speak so casually about that night triggered something deep. In one part of his reaction, Big Mike's voice cracked as he said, "Y'all don't know what we went through after that night. The pain, the anger, the empty spaces, and now this." That raw emotion resonated with thousands who still ride for O Block. For Quando Rondo, the stakes are also enormous. He is finally in a halfway house, trying to rebuild his career and his life. He dropped his flag, converted to Islam, and has been preaching peace and growth. But by reopening this wound, he risks putting himself back in danger and damaging the redemption story he's trying to build. His family must be terrified. His team is likely scrambling to manage the backlash while he tries to focus on music. Then there's Lil Durk, still locked in federal jail fighting murder for hire charges directly tied to retaliation for Vaughn's death. This new wave of drama makes his situation even more precarious. Prosecutors can easily point to this fresh tension as proof that the cycle Dirk allegedly started is still alive. His lawyers must be watching every headline with dread. Dirk supporters are torn between defending him and worrying that this new noise will hurt his chances at trial. The family drama running in the background is heartbreaking. King Von's mother Tasha has carried unimaginable pain since losing her son. Every time this topic resurfaces, it forces her to relive the nightmare. On the other side, Quando's mother has watched her son go through prison, constant threats, and public hatred. Both families lost pieces of their hearts because of one chaotic night, and neither side seems ready to let go. This story has so many dramatic twists it feels like a movie. The Apple Watch leak exposed Dirk's mindset. Quando's release brought hope. His interview brought chaos. Big Mike's reaction brought fire. Every development adds another layer of pain, loyalty, and unanswered questions. Will this lead to more violence in the streets? Will it hurt Dirk's case even more? Will the next generation, Von's son and others, have to carry this burden too? As the days pass, the tension shows no sign of slowing down. New reaction videos are dropping daily. Old friends are picking sides. The culture is once again forced to confront the consequences of drill music, street loyalty, and unresolved trauma. Big Mike made it clear where he stands. Quando made it clear where he stands. Now the rest of the world has to decide how they feel about it. This is bigger than one interview. This is about whether the pain from 2020 will ever truly die, or if it will keep claiming new victims for years to come. The streets are watching. The fans are watching. And the cycle, well, the cycle is still spinning. So there it is, family. Big Mike went off after Quando Rondo finally broke his 6-year silence on the night King Von was killed, and the entire drill world is still reeling from it. From the emotional out-of-body experience claims to Big Mike's raw, pain-filled reaction defending Von's legacy, this one interview has reopened every old wound and started a brand new war of words. The big question still hanging heavy in the air: was Quando really telling his truth after all these years, or was the timing too calculated? Did Big Mike speak for the whole block, or is more smoke coming? And with Lil Durk still locked up fighting his federal case, will this fresh drama make everything even worse for him? This situation proves one thing: the pain from that Atlanta night in 2020 never really left. It's still controlling narratives, dividing fans, and keeping the streets on edge even in 2026. Now I want to hear from you right now in the comments. No cap. Do you believe Quando's version of events? Or do you stand with Big Mike and feel he disrespected Von's memory by speaking now? Team Quando or Team O'Block? Drop your real thoughts below. Let's see where the culture really stands. If you're locked in with this raw, emotional, no-filter drill drama and street breakdowns, smash that like button hard, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you never miss when the next bomb drops. We're staying on top of this story as it develops. More reactions, updates, and breakdowns are coming soon. This beef never died. It just went quiet until Quando opened his mouth again. Big Mike said what a lot of people were thinking, and the culture is not letting it slide. Thank you for watching. Stay dangerous, stay tuned, and I'll catch you in the next one. Y'all. The streets just got shook all over again. Quando Rondo finally walked out of prison into a halfway house. And the very first thing he did was break his 6-year silence on the night King Von was killed. He went deep, talking out-of-body experience, claiming he was hit first, and standing firm on his version of that fatal Atlanta night. And then Big Mike from O'Block heard it, and he went off. No filter. No holding back. Raw pain, loyalty, and straight street truth came pouring out as Big Mike reacted to Quando's words. The same words that have King Von fans raging and the entire drill world picking sides again. Is Quando really telling the truth after all these years? Or is this his last attempt to clear his name now that he's tasting freedom? Big Mike's reaction just